rate of inflation accelerated last month, according to official data that was out a little earlier. Now, it adds to concerns that President Trump's tariff policies will push up prices. Consumer prices rose at an annual rate of 2.7% in June. That's actually up from 2.4% in May.
I've been watching a lot of content from everyday Americans lately, and there's an overwhelming sense that something fundamental has gone wrong in the system. These aren't political ranks or conspiracy theories. They're just regular people sharing their daily struggles, and honestly, it's heartbreaking to see how many people are barely holding on.
This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. 2 for $11 for shredded cheese? Are you kidding me?
This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. $30.98 for a chalk roast? This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. $4.69 for Publix bag of rice?
I'm at Walmart right now. Tell me if I'm tripping, but the price of meat has significantly gone up. Like, are we dead serious right now? Like, are we dead ass? Is this real life? I am so shocked. Like, I am so shocked. Is this real life? This is expensive.
You don't need me to tell you that grocery prices are insane in the States, but I bought this Napa cabbage the other day. I used a few of the outer leaves, so it was a little bit bigger than it is now. Still a hefty boy. I paid $14 for this. Yes, one vegetable was $14. Is this normal? Like, I've never bought a Napa cabbage. We made some okonomiyaki. It was delicious, but expensive. I mean, one vegetable in the States is as much as like going out to a restaurant and ordering an entree. What are you paying for a Napa cabbage where you live? Like, how much does this cost in Portugal, for example? Because this was insane, and I don't know if it would be an okonomiyaki sin to use normal cabbage that was only $1, but yeah, this was a pricey investment. I get that prices are relative everywhere around the world. I understand that if it's cheaper somewhere, people make less, but come on, $14 for a vegetable? That just seems like price gouging to me, don't you think?
This isn't just about prices going up. When inflation rises faster than wages for years, families end up paying twice as much for groceries as they did not long ago, but their paychecks stay the same. People are working just as hard, but their money doesn't go as far. To make matters worse, grocery stores are making record profits. It's not only inflation. Companies are raising prices even more. When someone is stunned by the cost of meat or sees a cabbage for $14, it's because the economy has changed in a way that leaves them behind.
I'm so fucking sick of this life. Every day you get up, you go to work. But what the fuck for? What are we getting up for? You get up, you go to work, you get paid, you pay your bills, you're fucking broke. Every fucking week. When's it gonna change? Is this just the way it is now? So live our lives fucking broke? No money to save? No vacation? Just barely pay your bills. Nothing left. And you wonder why people have so many problems with their mental health. Because they're just not fucking happy. It affects all aspects of your life. Go to work, you're fucking thinking about it. Drive home, you're thinking about it. With your family, you're thinking about it. You try to sleep, you're thinking about it. You don't get a fucking break. And that's what the people in the government don't understand. The people are fucking tired. We're sick and tired of the bullshit. People need fucking help, and they know it ain't fucking coming. And that's the reality of the whole situation. We're all just fucked.
This frustration builds into something much deeper. Wake up, go to work, pay bills, and somehow end up broke every single week. No savings, no vacation, no breathing room. Just an endless cycle of working to survive with nothing left over. The mental toll is crushing. You can't escape it because it follows you everywhere. At work, you're thinking about money. Driving home, thinking about money. With your family, trying to sleep, it never seems to stop. This breaks people down slowly, day after day, until they're just exhausted by the weight of it all.
I've been in depression recovery for a year now, and the one thing that no one ever talks about, that I never talk about, that is essential for mental health, that a lot of times you don't have a lot of control over, is money. And I know this because we had not financial stability, but the hope of financial stability for 2 months. And in those 2 months, my mental health went like being in recovery and being okay to good. Nothing else changed except for money. And now that we're back down here to, no stability, and you're never gonna have stability. People like to say, money doesn't fix everything. I literally, if I had money, it would fix everything. Would life still be hard? Yes. But I wouldn't have the stress of trying to figure out if I could pay my rent, mortgage, put food on the table, going to the hospital because I'm on day 8 of being sick and they probably have pneumonia. I'm convinced if people had a living wage, if they could pay their bills, if they could take one vacation a year, depression rates would plummet.
People don't talk enough about how money affects mental health, but it's real. For 2 months, when she thought her finances were stable, her mental health got much better. Nothing changed except her money situation. She went from just getting by to actually feeling good. When that stability was gone, her mental health got worse again. Some say money can't buy happiness, but that's easy to say if you're not choosing between paying rent or seeing a doctor. If you're sick and can't afford care, money would make a huge difference. Life would still have challenges, but you wouldn't have to worry about basic survival all the time.
So since I'm feeling really irritated, and I have been feeling irritated for 2 days, I'm going to do another post related to how well we're doing or not doing. How many of you have some kind of medical thing you need to do, but you can't afford it? Just curious. Let's take a poll. How many of you have something that you need to have done that you can't do? I'll go first. I have some kind of thing going on with my right arm, and I most likely probably need surgery because I think it's related to the ulnar or radial nerve, and I can barely raise my right arm. But I also have a shoulder that needs to be replaced, and neither of which I can afford to even go to the doctor to have assessed because I can't afford just the office visit copay, let alone the surgery copay. And then my doctor ordered me one medication recently, which the insurance decided I didn't need and they weren't going to cover, and it's $500 a month. So I had to decline it because I can't afford it. So now it's your turn. What are you not doing?
In America, healthcare now feels like a privilege, not a right. Many people have serious health problems they just can't afford to treat. One woman needs surgery on her arm, likely has nerve damage, and can barely lift it. She also needs a shoulder replacement, but can't even pay for the doctor's visit, let alone the surgery. Her doctor prescribes medicine, but insurance won't cover it, so she faces a monthly bill of $500. She ends up going without care, living with constant pain and limited movement, because getting treatment would mean financial disaster.
So let me get this straight. We can't afford medications and health care for people in the United States, but we can bail out Argentina for $20 billion fucking dollars. We can pay for everyone in Israel to have fucking health care. Oh, but you can't afford your diabetes medication? You get to die because you're American. What the fuck? I'm supposed to have like 4 surgeries. I don't know when I'm ever going to have those, just so I can have function in my hands and feet again. I haven't been able to work on the computer for more than like 20 minutes in a couple years now. People are dying. This is eugenics. They want people to die. We can obviously afford for people to not die. That's just not the choices certain people want to fucking make. Because these goddamn CEOs make money off of people fucking dying. But seriously, why the fuck did we bail out Argentina? What?
People get even angrier when they see that the money is there. The country can help other nations and provide health care to their citizens. But Americans are dying because they can't afford medicine for diabetes. Some are denied surgeries they truly need. This isn't because there isn't enough to go around. It's about what matters most to those in charge. When healthcare is run for profit instead of for people, and CEOs benefit from others' pain, the system isn't broken. It's working just as those at the top want it to.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but Trump just slapped 100% tariffs on life-sustaining medications. Starting October 1st, every branded or patented medication imported into the US will get hit with 100% tariff, unless the company is building its factories here. That means prices for prescriptions you or your family depend on are about to skyrocket. And here's some more brutal truth. Many Americans will no longer be able to afford their life-sustaining medications. For some people, reaching for a generic just isn't an option. Stocks for medication makers in Asia already tanked. Australia is furious because they sell over $1 billion in meds to the US, and the EU, they rushed to remind Trump that their trade deal caps medication tariffs at 15%. So allies are protected, but American patients are left holding the bag. This isn't about national security. This is about gambling with people's lives. When patients are forced to skip doses or ration medication, it's not just bad policy. It can be a death sentence for some of the most vulnerable people in this country. So if your life depends on a prescription, this tariff is coming for you. So the question is now, how much longer are we willing to let politicians put our lives on the line?
It becomes even more challenging when new policies increase the cost of vital medications. Tariffs on life-saving drugs can double prices overnight. For people who can't use generic options and rely on certain prescriptions, this isn't just about economics, it's a matter of life and death. When patients have to ration or skip their medicine because they can't pay, lives are lost.
Tell me why last month our electric bill was $360. $360 and the month before that, $340. So I was like, fuck this. I'm tired of DT Energy getting a fucking rager. Okay, every time we use electricity. So I decided I was gonna go on the website to see like when the peak hours are. The peak hours where they charge you more for like using electricity is between 3 and 7. 3 and 7. That is fucking predatory. Okay, that is when everybody is getting off of school and getting out of work and doing their choring and cooking dinner and giving baths. Like that, right? Am I wrong about that? Like that's fucked up. Okay, first of all. Second of all, I decided, okay, you know what? We're not going to do anything between 3 and 7 but make dinner. Like I told don't even flush the toilet. Like I was getting so fucking petty, okay? We did everything. I'm in charge of most of the electricity because I do most of the choring. And tell me why my electric bill was $350. It didn't even change. We didn't run AC units. I didn't do any laundries between 3 and 7. Literally, all I did was cook dinner. Showers were off limits between 3 and 7. Everything. And it didn't change shit. It didn't change shit.
Even basic utilities now feel unfair. Some families get electric bills as high as $360, with the highest rates during the hours when everyone is home, making dinner, helping with homework, or getting the kids ready for bed. These are the most important times for families, yet they cost the most. Even if people try to use less electricity during peak hours, their bills hardly go down. It feels like the system is set up against them. This is daily life for millions of Americans. It's not traditional poverty, but people are working full-time and still can't afford the basics. The old promise that hard work and following the rules would keep you safe no longer holds true. Now, many feel tired, anxious, and believe the system just isn't meant for regular people to get ahead.